for more on the story. Tim MacFarlan joins us now from Mexico City. Hi, Tim. Can we start by looking at the Sinaloa drug cartel that El Chapo is accused of being the boss of? Just how big is it and how much is it said to be worth?
Well, it's important to understand, first of all, that the Sinaloa Cartel is really a big, large federation of many smaller gangs, which has been so successful largely because it's been able to apply this kind of franchise model to global drug trafficking. Now, it's estimated to operate in up to 50 countries globally. As your segment mentioned before, drugs have been found far afield as Australia. Its tentacles certainly extend far up into the US. It's made the Chicago route particularly profitable, even up to Canada as well, and as far down as Buenos Aires, so the whole of the continent of North and South America. In terms of worth, the drug trade is believed to be worth between $18 and $39 billion in sales a year to the Mexican and Colombian cartels in the US. Now, of that, around $6.6 billion is thought to be the gross revenue slice for the Mexican cartels. If we take about 50% of that being the Sinaloa cartel slice, that's around $3 billion a year in gross revenue. And by any standards, that's a very profitable business.
And tell us, how much business does the Sinaloa cartel reportedly do in the United States? I mean, how big a market is its northern neighbour?
It's absolutely huge. It's the biggest drug market in the world. As I said just now, between $18 and $39 billion estimated a year. Now, Chapo has made such a success, allegedly, of the US route, as you can see with the pictures there, trafficking drugs famously underneath the border using tunnels. Chicago even named him as public enemy #1 in 2013. Such was thought to be his influence over the violence in the city through the supply of drugs from his cartel. The first criminal to be awarded that rather dubious honor since Al Capone.
We know where you are in Mexico. Authorities, judges, police officers, even journalists are killed for covering the trials of some of the drug lords that exist in that country. How is the New York trial being covered in the Mexico media?
I think it's being seen partly as what it is, which is great theatre. I mean, you've got El Chapo taking the stand. You've got his wife sometimes arriving, Emma Coronel, with the 2 7-year-old twin daughters that she has with El Chapo. There was a piece today in El Universal, for example, which was given greater prominence, that's one of the main Mexican dailies, than the report on the trial, which was about Emma Coronel and her Instagram account. She has 400,000 followers, more than 400,000 followers on there. She's quite a figure. Has always been known for following Chapo to his various court appearances, and it's being seen as an amazing spectacle, really, of a man who is still considered a hero by many here in Mexico, for a small guy who's come up from a poor state, worked his way up from nothing, from selling oranges on the street, to defying the Mexican and US governments, and finding himself, as he was famously did in 2009, as the 701 on the Forbes billionaires list.
Interesting. Okay, Tim MacFarlan in Mexico City. Thank you for that.